All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another action-packed night of high school hoops here on SPSN, where we show your game. And we have got a dynamite matchup going on tonight featuring the Ann Arbor Huron River Rats and the Skyline Eagles, a key Southeastern Red Division Conference showdown taking place tonight. Battle for first place is on the line, with Huron coming in with a 5-game winning streak, while the Eagles come in with a 4-game winning streak of their own. They come in at 3-1 in the conference standings, while the Rats sit all alone at the top of the conference at 4-0. And of course, it's a crosstown rivalry, so what can you expect but nothing but dramatics on this night, where the basketball fever is going to start turning up regardless of how cold it is outside. We got basketball, high school hoops, major high school hoops taking place here tonight in Ann Arbor. So we are going to go ahead and put on a show for you tonight. Of course, let's go over a couple things just to get you set for this game. Like I said, both teams coming in with winning streaks. 5 games for Huron, 4 games for Skyline. For Skyline, that is. Huron, they've coming in with a very balanced attack. Of course, you've got the leader, Mac Moore, coming through, leading the team with 19 points per game. And then you got Dom Krzowiak coming in, was second on the team, leading with 12 points per game. And then you got 3 other starters who are all averaging north of 7 points per game. So Huron, they definitely can get it done on the offensive side of the court. Plenty of balance, and of course they have their alpha and a nice supporting cast for Makari Moore. But it's all about defense for these River Rats. They showed out in their last game in the Belleville Classic, where they defeated Dearborn in a top 30 showdown between those two teams, and Huron came out and won that game with ease. As a matter of fact, during their 5-game winning streak, they have won all of those games by double digits, winning those games by an average of 17 points. So to say that Huron is in a groove is definitely keeping it with you mildly. These boys are hot right now. They are balling, and they are hoping that that will translate in the huge rivalry game tonight featuring their crosstown rival, Skyline Eagles. It's going to be a beautiful atmosphere here tonight, and we are going to get things started here really soon with the starting lineups. But before we do that, let's go ahead and send it to a break.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's that?
Do we have a gun?
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Shown that high school student athletes are at a greater risk for alcohol use. Our season may only be a few months long, but I can still do my part to make sure my team understands I expect them not to use alcohol. I set rules necessary to be a part of my team, and I make sure my student athletes know the consequences of using alcohol. Make your team rules known, enforce them consistently, and don't make exceptions for your favorite players or the most talented. If someone breaks the rules, hold them accountable. I do my part, please do your part too.
sportsmanship, because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
6% of Michigan youth who drink report doing so in their own or someone else's home. There's no way to know for sure if my kids are making the right decisions, but I'm doing what I can to let them know drinking is not acceptable behavior. I set clear rules and share my standards with family members and the parents of my child's friends to help ensure their safety when they're away. As a parent, make it clear to your child that drinking is not acceptable. Tell them I do not want you drinking until you're 21. I do my part. Please, do your part too.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school and we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So here's our perspective to make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and yell during games, but we all make mistakes.
It makes the game more enjoyable when we hear you cheering positively.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling at an official, remember that you are representing our school.
As much as we want to win, just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with their coaches. They have a tough job.
You can support them by accepting their decisions.
And being thankful for all the time they have devoted to making us better.
Showing empathy and support to everyone involved is important.
Remember, you are the ones that set the example. Thanks for coming to our games, taking us to practice, and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
We couldn't do this without you.
We couldn't do this without you.
We couldn't do it without you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Skyline High School. We are under a minute before we tip this rivalry game off between Skyline and Huron. The River Rats coming in with a 5-game winning streak, while the Eagles are coming in with a 4-game winning streak of their own. Obviously, so much on the line with this game tonight. Middle of January, starting to heat up with the high school hoops. And of course, this is going to be a battle for first place, with Skyline coming in with a 3-1 record. They are tied for second with Dexter at 3-1, but it is Huron who sits all alone at the top of the Southeastern Red Division standings with a 4-0 record. So both teams trying to keep their winning streaks alive. Huron, meanwhile, climbing their way all the way into the top 15 of the Max Prep the Max Prep State rankings with their 5-game winning streak and with their big win over Dearborn this past weekend in Belleville. That was a great win for the River Rat program because it was a battle of 2 top 30 teams, and Huron pretty much dominated that game. So we'll see if they can keep that same momentum going here at Skyline. Right now, we are going to pause for the national anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, national anthem is out of the way, and now we are going to announce the starting lineups. Huron will be coming up first. All right, Caden Morning in the starting lineup. He had a great game against Dearborn this past Saturday, and he will be joined by Caleb Brown, along with Dominic Krazowiak and Mr. Jaden Kiefer, a.k.a. Jay Swift, and, of course, the alpha dog, Makari Moore, rounding out the starting lineup for the Huron River Rats. And like I mentioned earlier, they have a very balanced attack, obviously with Makari leading the way with 19 points per game. And then you've got 3 other players averaging north of 7 points, along with Dom, who is averaging 12. So they have looked very, very good during this 5-game winning streak, and they're going to try to keep that momentum going here tonight against crosstown rival Skyline. Let's listen in to Skyline's starting lineup. All right, folks, all the pregame festivities are a wrap, and it is time to play some basketball. Let's go ahead and get this Southeastern Red Division showdown underway. And Huron comes through and wins the tip, and they're coming straight down with Makari Moore holding the ball at the top, and he's going to go ahead and swing it. Huron getting right into their offense while Skyline is playing the man-to-man. And look at Mr. Dominic Krazowiak going in with the floater to get things started as Huron takes the 2-0 lead. He has been playing very, very well during this 5-game winning streak, being a great Scottie Pippen to the Michael Jordan of Makari Moore. So those two have a great chemistry on this court, and let's see if it'll carry over into this game as well. Skyline shooting a 3-ball from the top of the key. Huron coming down with the rebound. No second chance points on that possession. Great pass from Caden Morning down low for the easy layup, but they could not finish. Skyline comes right back, and they get a bucket of their own. Number 12 coming through, Braylon Brown, tying us up at 2 apiece. All right, back comes Huron. Here comes the alpha dog, Makari Moore, with the crossover going right into the rack for the easy layup. Huron back on top by 2 as the alpha dog gets his first points of the night. Skyline coming back on the other end. And nice drive and kick there, but good defense by the Rats. Makari Moore knocking that one out of bounds right there. So it'll remain Skyline's ball. 6:41 to go in the first quarter. Huron up by 2. Eagles send it in. And look at Jake Rademacher going to work down in the paint. Look at the young fella, 6'1", getting the nice post move to get his first bucket of the evening. We are all tied up at 4. Huron back on the other side now as they work their offense. Dom dribbling at the top of the key, going in with a nice spin move, beautiful footwork, and he gets the finish. Dom Krzowiak with another bucket, his second field goal of the night. Huron back up by 2. Back the other way, Skyline coming through, looking for a good bucket as they work their offense and they swing it around. Oh, nice pick and pop there. Number 2, however, Lee Seck could not hold on to the pass from Ben Solomon. That's a turnover. Huron back with the ball. Caden Mourning bringing it up and passing it off to Makari Moore. Makari's going to drive baseline with a step back. Looked like he was going to take a 3, but he decided against it, and he's going to get a slashing Caleb Brown into the bucket as he gets the nice deuce, the nice layup there. Huron up by 4 now. 8-4 is your score. Skyline trying to answer, back on the other end. Jake Rademacher with the fadeaway, but he could not get that one to fall. Back come the River Rats. Makari being very aggressive with the Euro step, and he's going to go in and get that finish as he gives Huron a 6-point lead, his second field goal of the night. Skyline comes right back, but Huron does get back on defense, and they're able to get the steal. Oh, but they turn it right back over. So it'll be back to Skyline's ball. I'm loving the aggression that I'm seeing from Huron, but this is what they do. This is what they've been doing since I've been able to put my eyes on them during this 5-game winning streak. They lock in on the defensive end, and that always leads to transition buckets and getting it done on the other end of the court. So Huron off to a great start here with a 10-4 lead coming up on the midway point of the first quarter. Skyline trying to stay in it, coming back, running their offense. Ben Solomon got a little caught up there, but he gets bailed out by Huron foul. Skyline will retain possession. Down by 6, 4:40 to go in the first quarter. All right, Skyline back with it. And it's Solomon bringing it up the court. Alex Berebic coming off the screen with the nice little jump shot, mid-range J, and that's going to get Skyline back on the board as they trim their deficit back to 4, but back come the Rats. Makari Moore showing off the handles once again in the step back 3. That's why he is the alpha dog, ladies and gentlemen. That is a Division I basketball player right there, showing off the skills with the 3 ball as Makari sinks in his 7th point of the evening. They're up 13-6. Skyline back on the other end now as we have reached the midway point of the first quarter. Skyline needing a bucket here. They do not want to let Huron start to run away with this so early. Nice take in the paint by Braylon Brown. He gets that one to fall to trim their deficit back to 5, and it's going to be key for Skyline to stay in this one and not let Huron run away with this one. So that's good on them to come back and answer Makari's early start with another bucket. And Dominic Krzowiak going up for the 3 ball there, and he's going to get fouled, and that means he is going to get 3 free throws coming up here at the charity stripe. And, of course, we all know about these free throws, folks. They are free. They're very essential to this game. Let's see what Dom can do here at the free throw line as they try to extend their 5-point lead. Dom is off the mark with the first of his 3 free throws. He'll get 2 more shots here to extend their lead. Couple subs coming in, and we've got Nate Sidney has checked into the ball game. along with Ryan King. And Dom misses his second free throw. Free throws are key, folks. Got to knock those free throws down. They're free points. See if he can get 1 out of 3 here. And he does. He sinks the third of the 3, and it is a 14-8 lead for the River Rats. Skyline bringing the ball back up the court, looking to stay in this one and trim that deficit down with another bucket here. Nice ball movement, nice kick out to the corner to Ben Solomon, but he can't get the 3 to fall down. However, Lee Sack there for the offensive putback and the second chance point as he gets that layup to fall after the offensive rebound. It's back to a 4-point game. Huron back on the other end now as they work it around and working the top of the key. Nice shot, nice play execution there. But Jaden Kiefer cannot get that 3 ball to fall, and he's been hot lately. He definitely had a nice game this past weekend in Dearborn, but he could not get that 3 ball to fall, but I am sure he will get some other good looks before this night is up. 2:53 to go in the first quarter. 10-14 in favor of the River Rats. Skyline with the ball, looking to make it a 1-possession game. Number 2, Ben Solomon getting in a little trouble there. Alex Barabic gets a good look from the corner, but he can't get it to fall. Makari Moore back the other way. Oh, with the beautiful spin move. My goodness. Makari is out here showing out right now as he gets the transition bucket to put Huron back up by 6. Back comes Skyline. Huron still coming through with that suffocating defense, but a man gets low underneath. Oh, and he cannot get that to fall. That is Braylon Brown getting good position in the paint. Unfortunately, he could not get the hoop with the harm, so he'll go to the free throw line with the chance to knock down 2. All right, he misses the first of the 2. Nice atmosphere here at Skyline High School tonight for this crosstown rivalry, a battle between 2 Southeastern Red Division opponents. Battle for first place is on the line, with Huron coming in with a 4-0 conference record, while the Eagles sit at 3-1, tied in second with Dexter. And Brown is not able to sink either of the free throws, so it remains a 6-point lead for Huron. And here is Jay Swift coming through. I told you he was going to get another look, and that one he knocked down with ease as Huron goes back up by 9. 10-19 is your score. Less than 2 to play in the first quarter. Here comes Skyline trying to get that bucket right back. Solomon can't get it to fall. Kiefer with the rebound. And he is trying to show off the versatility going in this side. Oh, almost got away with the travel there, but the ref does not call it. Nice offensive rebound by Ryan King, but he's gonna get tied up with another Skyline player, and we got a jump ball situation going on here. Skyline will retain possession off of that jump ball, down by 9 with 1:39 to go in the first quarter. All right, Rademacher bringing the ball back up for the Eagles as they look to trim this lead, trim this deficit down by 9. Working the ball around for now. Oh, Makari almost picked his pocket, but it goes out of bounds. Skyline back with the ball. Ooh, almost got away with the over in the back there, but ref lets that one slide as well. Huron's defense doing a phenomenal job as usual, but they are able to stop that shot as Makari comes down with another rebound, and he's gonna push the action and go straight to the cup. They gotta stop ball. You better stop that man when he's coming downhill like that. Makari to the rack, gets fouled. He'll go to the line for another 2 points. He is coming up close to double digits here in the first quarter alone right now, ladies and gentlemen. So Mack definitely coming in, playing with some aggression. The Iowa State commit showing that he belongs with the big time out here as he sinks the first of his 2 free throws and gives Huron their first double-digit lead of the evening. 20-10 is your score with 63 seconds to go in this first quarter. All right, Mack misses the second of his 2 free throws, but it's still a 10-point lead for the River Rats. Back comes Skyline. Alex Barabek with a nice look from the corner, and he sinks it, knocking down a 3-pointer, and man, Skyline needed that one right there after going down by double digits for the first time. Back down to a 7-point deficit. Let's see if Skyline can get a stop here, but Makari with the nice driving kick. Huron gets a good look in the corner by Ryan King, but he can't get it to fall. Here comes Skyline trying to get a transition bucket, but a nice defensive play by Jake Gurnett to knock it out of bounds to stop that transition offense. Skyline will retain possession as we get ready for the final 30 seconds of this first quarter. Head coach Mo Kasham imploring his defense to continue to keep up the action. They built some nice momentum here in the first quarter, but you don't want to let that slide heading into the final 30 seconds of this quarter. Skyline inbounds it. Another 3-ball from the corner. This one by Jake Rademacher. It's back-to-back threes by the Eagles. Makes it a 4-point game just like that. So here comes Huron after giving up that double-digit lead. Skyline with a little momentum to end this quarter. Let's see what Huron can do here for the final possession of the quarter. And it's going to be Gurnett with the 3-ball as the buzzer sounds, and he does not get it to fall. So that one is going to make it a 20-16 game as the first quarter comes to back with more action.
Aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
First place on the line between crosstown rivals Huron and Skyline. River Rats with a 4-point lead to begin the second quarter. They gave up a 10-point lead before the end of that first quarter, so let's see if they can get some of those points back here to begin the second. Caleb Brown going in for the tough bucket. He's going to get fouled, so he will head to the line for 2 free throws. All right. Brown is off with the first of his 2 free throws. Makari Moore getting some instruction from his head coach during the second free throw, and he sinks it back to a 5-point lead for the River Rats. Beginning of the second quarter here, 21-16 Huron leads. Here comes Skyline trying to trim that deficit down even more after getting down by 10 points. They ended the first quarter on a 6-0 run. And Noah Silkworth not able to get the turnaround jumper to fall. Back comes Huron the other way. Dominic Rozowiak going in and getting the nice dish to Caleb Brown, and he gets the bucket, and just like that, it's back up to a 7-point advantage for the River Rats. Skyline back on the offensive end, looking to get that bucket back. Oh, a little confusion there, but Noah Silkworth able to get it. And Ben Solomon went inside to the paint, but he was denied, so he had to kick it back out. Back to the paint. to Silkworth again. He's going to kick it out to, oh, Aiden Urban with the three. And that is 3 consecutive three-pointers by the Eagles, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a 4-point game once again. Skyline showing no hesitation and no fear with their long-distance game tonight. Back comes Huron, and Morning with the step-back three. It does not fall. Skyline comes down with the rebound with another chance to make this a one-possession game. And here they go with another three ball. This one off the mark by Barabic. Back comes Huron. Oh, that pass was just a little off the mark, and it's going to go off the hands of Jaden Kiefer. That is an unforced turnover right there, which will not make head coach Kasham very happy. All right, Skyline back with the ball, down by 4. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter, 23-19. Huron in the lead. Ben Solomon showing off the handles as he brings it up the court. He's going to kick it out as they get into their offense. Oh, got it. Yeah, there it is. He called that travel. He was not. Barabic was not going to get away with that travel right there. It was a nice thought, nice move, but you got to control that footwork. Ref was all over it as that is a turnover, and it's back the other way for the River Rats. Up by 4 with just over 5:30 to play. Huron in control, but Skyline definitely putting up a nice fight here. And this is what we want, folks. We want action-packed hoops, middle of January. Everybody getting ready for the grind, the regular season grind. And Makari Moore, Mac, folks, he is ready. The Alpha has been balling this first half as he gets another bucket off the turnover. Back comes Huron. Transition ball, and it looks like Dom drew the foul there. Oh, no, he did. He drew the foul there, so. Forgive me, that was Caleb Brown going to the rack and getting fouled, forcing the action right there. And that's going to pay off as he is not going to get 2 free throws, so I guess they caught that one on the floor. Looked like he was shooting, in my opinion, but hey, if the refs say it's on the floor, it's on the floor. Huron ball. Nice inbounds play. Mac Moore with the pass to Morning, and he's going to lay it up, and just like that, Huron's back up by 8, 27-19. Skyline wants to get a good shot here. Don't rush or force anything, and that's a nice play call right there. Just how you draw it up as Ben Solomon knocking down the mid-range J. 21-27, Huron in the lead. All right, back the other way. Max got the ball. Oh, he thought about that long-range 3 ball, but he decided to kick it out. Morning gets trapped in the corner. Mac will take that 3 ball, and he will sink it. He is on fire tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Mac Moore with another 3 ball to put Huron back up by 9 points. The Alpha Dog is balling out here this evening. Skyline back with the rock, hoping to keep this game respectable. And it is Solomon with another 3 ball from the top of the key. These boys are shooting tonight, folks, and we are going to get a timeout called by head coach Mo Kasham here as Huron is up by 6 with just over 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. 30-24 is the advantage right now for the Huron River Rats. And we are going to just keep it here as we get ready to get through this timeout. And let's just talk about the aggressiveness that Mac Moore is coming out here today. He's not playing around because this is a crosstown rival, and he knows the stakes. He knows the stakes of this game, crosstown rival, battle for first place, and winning streaks are on the line. Huron coming in with a 5-game winning streak, Skyline coming in with a 4-game winning streak. So these are 2 teams that are hot and are displaying their way of winning. And somebody tonight is going to lose their winning streak, and Mac Moore looks determined not to let it to be his squad. But it's still only a 6-point game as we approach the midway point of the second quarter. Huron with the ball as we are back in action. All right, Huron setting up the play. Let's see what Coach Kasham called out of the timeout. Mack with the pick and pop, but he's going to kick it out to Kiefer, and Kiefer's going to shoot another three ball. Jay Swifty showing off the moves with that three ball. That jumper is most certainly wet as he puts them back up by 9, but Skyline comes right back, but they can't get the layup to fall. Here comes that transition basketball. Dom finishing with the layup, and just like that, it's an 11-point lead for the River Rats as they take their largest lead of the night, 35-24 with 3:30 to play here in the second quarter. Huron playing some absolutely beautiful basketball tonight. I would say on both ends, but I've seen a lot of three-pointers given up on the defensive end, but they're playing well enough to have an 11-point lead, so you can't be too picky. Beggars can't be choosers. Oh, offensive foul called there on Skyline. Refs having a quick little discussion about the call and just making sure they got their ducks in a row. Not sure Coach Kasham is very happy about that call. He's having a discussion with the ref right now to share his thoughts, to say the least. All right, he's going to send in a sub here as Nate Sidney is going to come in, check into the ball game. But we got another timeout called. We got another timeout coming up here, and folks, we will be back with the conclusion of our second quarter here on SPSN, where we show your game.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always out.
All right, welcome back to SPSN, where we show your game. Huron and Skyline finishing up the second quarter of their crosstown rivalry, and the Eagles down by 11, their biggest deficit of the night, and they can't get that shot to fall, so here comes Huron once again. Mac Moore with the crossover, step back. Oh man, as hot as he's been tonight, I can't believe that one didn't go in. Caleb Brown with the rebound there. And it looks like the ref called a pushing foul on Skyline, so the River Rats will maintain possession. Matt gonna take it out from out of bounds. Let's see what play they draw up here. I'm just gonna kick it right back out to Dom. Dom with the quick little jumper. Does not get it to fall. Skyline with the rebound. Little three-quarters press going on here, but Rats get back on defense. Skyline desperately needs a bucket right now. Down by 11. Huron in control of this game, but they do not want to let this get out of hand. So Skyline needs to maintain control. Nice spin move. Oh my goodness! Braylon Brown with the behind the back crossover floater to get that one to fall, and their deficit is back down to 9. All right, Huron with the rock now, setting up their offense, hoping to get that bucket back. Mac Moore getting it at the wing, and he's going to throw it down to Sidney. Whoa! Get that stuff out of here, Braylon Brown says. Don't even try bringing that up here. Nate with a nice spin move in the paint, but Brown was definitely there for the block. All right, Huron inbounding the ball from the baseline. Sidney gets it to Mac. Mac takes it, and he's going to take on 2 defenders and go up strong, and he is going to get fouled, so he will be going to the line for 2 free throws. I am absolutely loving the aggressiveness that I am seeing from Mac Moore tonight, man. He's not here playing around. He's not here not trying to force the action. He is letting it be known that he is the best player on the court, and he's going to show that to everybody on this court. So he is having a wonderful start to this first half as he sinks the second of his 2 free throws, and it's back to a 10-point lead for the River Rats. All right, Skyline still in this one. Oh, number Jake Rademacher goes up for the jump shot, but he's going to be fouled by Mack. Rademacher is going to miss the first of his 2 free throws. And Skyline is not in a position where they can be giving up free throws right now because they're down by double digits. They need every point they can get to keep this game respectable. Once Huron gets into their flow and gets a substantial lead, they're going to suffocate you with this defense, and there's not going to be a chance for you to come back. So Skyline wants to keep this game respectable going into halftime. They need a strong finish to this second quarter, but they missed both free throws, and back comes Huron. Let's see what the Rats decide to do here with this possession, coming up on 90 seconds to go in the second quarter. And we've got a foul called at over here in the corner. And I believe they are in the bonus now. Yes, Skyline is in the bonus now. So it's going to be free throws for the final 96 seconds of this game. Nate Sidney at the line, shooting the first of 2. He can't knock it down either, man. I got to check these stats on these free throws, man. These free throws are important, not just for one side, not just for Skyline, but for Huron as well. You want your free throw game to be on point because, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, they're free points. Do not give up free points. Sidney knocks down the second of his 2 free throws. And it's back to an 11-point lead with exactly 90 seconds to go. Skyline back on the other end. Need a big bucket here. Want to have a strong finish to this second quarter. Huron has controlled this one from beginning to end, or from the beginning. And Alex Barabic is off with his shot, so back comes Huron, trying to force the action. A little out of control there, but Caleb Brown is going to get bailed out with the foul. Caleb Brown knocking down the first of his 2 free throws to extend Huron's lead to 12. And we'll see if he can knock them both down and get that lead up to 13, and he does not. All right, 12-point lead for Huron. Skyline coming back the other way. Throwing up another 3-ball, and he is going to sink it. Alex Barabic with another 3-ball to keep them in the game, back to a single-digit deficit. Skyline fans trying to get back into this one. Huron goes down low to Mack. Oh, Mack, that was good defense on Mack, but they still couldn't stop the future Iowa State Cyclone as he knocks in another bucket. His point total has to be crazy right now. Back to an 11-point advantage for the River Rats. Less than 30 seconds to go. Skyline looking for a big bucket here, but Noah Silkworth gets trapped down in the paint. He kicks it out to Ben Solomon, who can't get the mid-range jumper to fall. 10 seconds to go. Mack with the ball. Let's see what he does here in the final seconds. Mack getting a little too fast. He got to shoot it, and he does, and it is off the mark, but it does not matter, folks. Huron is going into halftime with an 11-point lead, 40-29 for the River Rats as they are in control, and this one is going to be a good one in the second half. We will be back with more action here on the SPSN network where we show your game.
get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's that?
Do we have a gun?
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Shown that high school student athletes are at a greater risk for alcohol use. Our season may only be a few months long, but I can still do my part to make sure my team understands I expect them not to use alcohol. I set rules necessary to be a part of my team, and I make sure my student athletes know the consequences of using alcohol. Make your team rules known, enforce them consistently, and don't make exceptions for your favorite players or the most talented. If someone breaks the rules, hold them accountable. I do my part, please do your part too.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
% of Michigan youth who drink report doing so in their own or someone else's home. There's no way to know for sure if my kids are making the right decisions, but I'm doing what I can to let them know drinking is not acceptable behavior. I set clear rules and share my standards with family members and the parents of my child's friends to help ensure their safety when they're away. As a parent, make it clear to your child that drinking is not acceptable. Tell them I do not want you drinking until you're 21. I do my part. Please, do your part too.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school, and we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So here's our perspective to make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and yell during games, but we all make mistakes.
It makes the game more enjoyable when we hear you cheering positively.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling at an official, remember that you are representing our school.
As much as we want to win, just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with their coaches. They have a tough job.
You can support them by accepting their decisions.
And being thankful for all the time they have devoted to making us better.
Showing empathy and support to everyone involved is important.
Remember, you are the ones that set the example. Thanks for coming to our games, taking us to practice, and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
We couldn't do this without you.
We couldn't do this without you.
We couldn't do it without you.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes, you realized them.
That will be diagnosed with prostate cancer this year could fill up about 15 arenas. That's close to 300,000 men. And in the U.S., an estimated 30,000 men will die of prostate cancer this year. When I got the call, the doctor said, stage 3 prostate cancer. I was shocked, you know. I wasn't expecting bad news because I felt so good, man. This is asymptomatic for millions of men. I was one of the fortunate ones. I caught it early. It's just a simple blood test. It saved my life. But if I wasn't proactive about getting checked, who knows what the outcome could have been. This Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, know your score. Finding prostate cancer early could be life.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
Do we have a gun?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Skyline High School here at SPSN, where we show your game. Second half of The Ann Arbor Huron versus Skyline game is underway. Huron coming in with an 11-point lead. And let's get right to the action as the defense is already at it with a nice little block leading to that transition bucket. Mac Moore with the dime piece down the floor to Caleb Brown, and Huron coming right out here in the third quarter and getting right to work. They have a 13-point lead as we begin this third quarter, and woo, Mac just went for another steal, but he wasn't able to get that one. Skyline's three-pointer is off the mark. Here comes Huron once again. A little sloppy with that transition break right there, and Skyline is able to knock it out of bounds. Possession remains with Huron. Mac taking it out from the side. He's going to pass it into Morning. Morning will bring it up. Oh, Skyline with the steal now. Braylon Brown going all the way to the cup for the layup. 31-42, Huron in the lead. Skyline's going to need more of that right there. Uh-oh. Huron breaks the press, and just like that, a three ball is knocked down by Jaden Kiefer. Jay Swifty in the building with another three ball, his second of the night as they extend their lead up to 14, their biggest lead of the night. Huron not letting up at all from their first quarter, from their first half dominance. Skyline coming through with the layup, but they can't get it. Mac gets the rebound, and he's pushing it. Oh, I don't know what Dom was thinking there, but it was looking like he was trying to throw something down on somebody, but he would be fouled, and it's going to go to the line. If he would have threw that down, ladies and gentlemen, I would have had to run out the building. I'm sorry. Woo, he was going with some aggression right there. Dom Krzowiak at the line for 2 free throws, trying to extend their biggest lead of the night from 14 points to possibly 16. Let's see if Don can knock down his free throws. And he is off the mark with that first one. Free throws been on the struggle bus for both teams this evening. Really, really hard to come by a player that's going to knock down both of their free throws. I don't believe I've seen it on the night, but I'm sure that's something both coaches will definitely be talking to their players about coming out of this one, the importance of free throws. Dom does knock down the second one, and he extends Huron's biggest lead to 15. 46-31, 6:25 to go in the third quarter. Skyline with the ball, looking to start trimming away at this deficit, and they're running out of time if they want to do so, and it is a travel by Noah Silkworth in the paint. He got in there and got lost, got a little trapped or whatnot, didn't know what to do, ended up shuffling his feet. Ref calls it. We're going the other way. Huron looking to extend that lead as they bring it up the court, and Skyline's coming through with a little three-quarter pressure, but Huron decides to break it. Morning gets tripped up trying to dribble between 2 defenders. Skyline coming back the other way, and it's going to be a pull-up 3 from Ben Solomon, but it's off the mark. They end up getting the rebound. Second chance point here for the Eagles. 14, Lee Seck is going to kick it out. Jake Rademacher with a nice look from the wing, but he cannot get that one to fall. And that's going to go out of bounds as Huron is going to get possession here. River Rats with a 15-point lead. 5:43 to go here in the third quarter. Huron been looking good from the opening tip. Once again, getting off to the fast start, and they have been able to maintain their lead throughout. And because of that man right there, forcing the issue, showing the aggression, going to the rack, knowing that nobody out here can guard him, Mac with another bucket to get him up to 18 points on the night. Skyline coming back. Noah Silkworth using the body in the paint, and he's going to get the turnaround one-handed floater to fall. Skyline though in some trouble here, down by 15 with just over 5 to play. Huron definitely in control right now. Skyline's got to get some stops to make this game respectable again. Morning though, doing a little one-on-one ball there. Might have gotten away with a travel there, but he does not get his shot to fall. Skyline comes away with the rebound, but Morning staying after it, forces the tie up, and the possession belongs to the River Rats. So Huron will maintain possession here. 33-48, 4:54 to go here in the third quarter. Huron in full control, looking to extend their largest lead of the night. Morning is going to pass it into Mac. Mac going baseline, kicks it off. Two nice passes, but Skyline's defense remained disciplined, and they come back with a transition bucket. Alex Barabic, his layup is off the mark, but Silkworth is there for the putback. 35-48, Eagles down by 13. Huron back with the ball, Mourning with the crossover to the rack. Oh, and he is going to get fouled as he goes up to the cup. Great aggressive offense there by Caden Mourning as he will get to the charity stripe and get a chance for 2 free throws. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Huron in full control from the beginning of this game, up by 13 points. Battle of first place in the Southeastern Red Division on the line in this game, and Huron giving it their all, hoping to maintain their undefeated record within conference play. All right, Mourning drops down the second of 2 free throws, and it's back to a 14-point lead. Back comes Skyline. Ben Solomon to the cup, and he's gonna get fouled, so he will go to the charity stripe for 2 free throws. That is Caden Mourning's 3rd foul of the night. Let's see if Coach Kasham is gonna bring him out, and he's gonna let him, oh, nope. Yep, Coach Kasham's gonna bring him out since he's got his 3rd foul. He's gonna bring Sydney in, as Mourning will sit down with 3 fouls. Want to protect that player. He is definitely a key component of this River Rats team, so make sure he's available come the 4th quarter. Skyline knocks down the second of their 2 free throws. They're down by 13 points now, just over 4 minutes to play. Skyline coming through with the little trap zone right here, and it is making Huron work. Dom might have gotten away with a push off there, but the refs didn't call it. Huron gets the rebound, and Caleb Brown goes in for the layup. 51-36. And back the other way, Silkworth tried to go in with some aggression, but he is going to get called for the offensive foul. Huron getting it done on defense in so many ways tonight, getting steals, getting rebounds, forcing charges, forcing the issue, and making everything difficult for the Eagles. That's what's going to make this Huron team special. Defense wins championships, ladies and gentlemen, and look at this Skyline coming through with some defense with the steal. Lee Seck was off the mark, but Rademacher is there for the putback, and that makes it a 13-point lead, 13-point deficit for the Eagles, as Kasham wants to call a timeout and talk it over. So we got a 38-51 game. We are past the midway point of the 3rd quarter. Huron has done an excellent job on offense and defense tonight. Skyline just doing everything they can to remain in this game, and they are gonna have to get stops. I'm talking about multiple and consecutive stops to get themselves back in this game. Meanwhile, Huron needs to just continue to force the issue. Mac, the alpha dog, needs to continue to play like the alpha dog. Drive, kick, find that open man. They've been doing pretty well from the 3-point line tonight. So all facets of their game is working, and it's helping Huron out to the 13-point advantage that they have right now. So I'm sure Coach Kasham just wanted to settle his boys down after that putback layup by the Eagles. Still in control, up by 13, 3:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. Mac Moore leading the way with 18 points. Huron will have the ball coming out of the timeout, and it's going to be Mac bringing the ball up the court. Ooh, Mac looking to go straight to the cup. Throwing one up, and it almost goes in. He almost had himself another and-one opportunity. He was definitely shooting that, but it looks like the refs are going to call that on the floor. Okay, all right. Refs called it on the floor, so they take it out from the baseline. Uh-oh, we got another foul call here. This is an illegal screen. Illegal screen called on Caleb Brown, and we are going back the other way. Hey, keep possession right here for Skyline. A 3 ball will get it down to 10. Another possession will give them some momentum moving forward here in the third quarter. So let's see what they do as they bring it around, work the offense. Another three ball. That one's way off the mark. Doesn't touch anything but the net, the bottom of the net, that is. And I'm not talking about in a good fashion either. That was an air ball. Back comes Huron the other way. And Rademacher getting a little too aggressive on defense there. He's going to get called for the foul. That's going to be his first foul of the night, but it is the 15th foul of this quarter, so that means Huron is now in the bonus, and they will be shooting free throws for the remainder of this stanza. All right, Kiefer at the line, getting two, and again, folks, he misses the first free throw. I cannot recall seeing any of these players from either team making two free throws when they have two. So that tells me both teams are shooting at or below 50% from the free throw line, and that is not a stat you want to have. All right, Kiefer knocks down the second of his two free throws, and back comes Skyline. Nice little crossover there, and the pull-up by Ben Solomon, but it does not fall. It goes out of bounds. Huron back the other way with the chance to extend their lead from 14. 2:30 left to play here in the third quarter. Morning getting caught in a trap here, and Coach Kasham says, you know what? Let's go ahead and call a timeout here. So we are going to take a timeout ourselves, folks. You are watching Ann Arbor Huron taking on crosstown rival Skyline on the SPSN network, where we show your game. Welcome back to Skyline High School here on SPSN, where we show your game. Huron and Skyline finishing up their third quarter with the River Rats up by 14 points with the ball. Looking for a good shot as they try to break that trap zone, and it is Kiefer. Once again, Jay Swifty in the corner for another three ball to extend to a 17-point lead. And Huron once again has their biggest lead of the night. And then look at Nate Sidney coming through with the steal. Is he gonna take it all the way with the spin move in the reverse? It's gonna get blocked though, but a very aggressive take there by Sidney. Great steal. Huron in full control right now, and they know it. They want to keep this momentum going as they end the third quarter. So the River Rats up by 17 with less than 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Oh, okay, that ball was not out on Skyline. It was actually out on Huron, so Skyline gets possession, down by 17 points here in the third quarter. Let's see what the Eagles do here, as this one is starting to reach danger territory for the Eagles, with the River Rats up by 17 points. They're gonna go work it down in the paint to Silkworth. Silkworth using the body. Oh, but he did not use his feet correctly. That's a travel, ladies and gentlemen. We're going back the other way after another turnover by the Eagles. Skyline getting a little out of character here as we roll towards the end of this third quarter, and this one is definitely getting out of hand with Huron up by 17, and they want more. Look at Dom going straight to the rack, and one, son. Holla at your boy. Dom Krazowiak with the nice little move to the cup, off glass, plus the foul. He's to the charity stripe to make it an and one, son, and potentially a 20-point lead for these River Rats. They are out of control tonight, ladies and gentlemen, showing that they want to keep their 5-game winning streak going while also keeping sole possession of first place in the Southeastern Red Division Conference. Oh, Mac Moore coming through with the offensive layup, but we got a call here by the ref. What's going on? Okay, there was something about that. There was something about that offensive board that the refs didn't like. And you can hear some of the Huron fans over here getting a little emotional about whatever is going on. I'm seeing the 2 points on the scoreboard, so they did count Matt's offensive putback. But it looks like there was another foul called. I'm sorry, a technical foul called here, because Skyline is getting 2 technical free throws here. So there was something that the refs did not like on that last possession that put them in the position to call a technical foul. Yeah, no explanation given on why that technical was given to Huron, but it is what it is. 2 free throws for the Eagles, and they make 1 of 2. Once again, kids, make your free throws. They are free points. That's all I can say. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it throughout this broadcast, but it just gets it gets under my skin when we don't capitalize on free points. Okay, we got a 20-point game here in favor of Huron. 76 seconds to go in the third quarter. All right, we got one of the refs at the scores table trying to clear some things up. Head coach Mo Kasham calling out instructions to his team, and we are back to action. Skyline, oh, that's a double dribble. That's a double dribble. Yeah. Skyline just got called for a double dribble. Another unforced turnover for the Eagles. Back the other way comes Huron in full control, up by 20 points. Mack having himself a phenomenal game this evening. Number 2 ranked player in the state, showing that he is just as he's advertised. Having a great game here this evening, and his teammates are definitely following in his footsteps. Mack with a step back 3, stop it. Oh, I was about to say. Whoa, little wild there coming in on the offensive board. Is that, I think that's Sydney trying to get a look. That is Sydney coming in a little wild on the, trying to get the offensive board. But you know what, I love that about his game, man. He is definitely an aggressive player out there, and he plays above his size, but he got a little too aggressive on that one and ended up getting called for the foul, so we're heading back the other way with Skyline holding the rock. Skyline going for an alley-oop attempt, and Silkworth comes down with it and goes in for the reverse layup. 41-59, down by 18 are the Eagles. Back comes Huron. Sydney controlling the rock, showing off the skills with the handles. That little joker's got some handles, y'all. He's got some handles. He's got an all-around game. Coming over and setting the screen for King, but King doesn't take it. They're going to go ahead and give Matt the ISO, and that's really the only way that Skyline can stop him tonight. Just foul that man, because he's going to get to the bucket whenever he wants. So he's at the bucket for 2 more free throws, because Huron is in the bonus after Skyline gave up more than 5 fouls in this third quarter. So we're down to the final 11 seconds. Mac Moore at the line for 2 more points. I know he is above 20 already at this point. He had 16 at the half. And like I said, folks, Mac coming out and being aggressive, showing folks why he is the number 2 player in the state, because this is a big game in their eyes, and they are not going to let up on anyone. And that's the mark of a championship team, a team who shows no mercy. A team who gives you full aggression from the opening tip to the final buzzer. And that is something that I have definitely witnessed about this Huron team so far. And they are showing off those skills tonight. Skyline coming back with a 3 ball, but it's off the mark. They get an offensive board by Lee Seck, but he couldn't get it to fall. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter, with Huron up by 20 points, 61-41, looking to finish this one out in the fourth quarter. You are watching Huron taking on Skyline on the SPSN network, where we show your game. All right, welcome back to Skyline High School for this crosstown rivalry between the Eagles and the River Rats from Huron. Huron is in full control, up by 20 points as we enter the final stanza. The River Rats coming in with the 5-game winning streak. Skyline coming in with the 4-game winning streak. Battle of first place in the Southeastern Red Division, and Huron is in full control right now, trying to stay atop the standings with an undefeated record. All right, fourth quarter should be getting underway here. Refs trying to figure something out. Definitely still getting into mid-season form. All right, Skyline with the rock as they bring it up. Ben Solomon surveying the defense, waiting for something to open up. And it's gonna be Jake Rademacher with a nice little turnaround. Jay for the mid-range jumper. 43-61 is your score now. Mack with the cross-court pass to King. King goes into the rack, but he's a little too aggressive as he gets called for an offensive foul, and he is going to fall pretty hard on the floor. He is slow to get up right now. Ref checking on him to make sure he's good. And it's looking like he's going to be able to walk it off, but Coach Kasham is going to bring him out and let him sit out for a few minutes, catch his breath, make sure he's good. Caleb Brown is back in the game. 18-point lead here for Huron, but the last thing you want to do is let up and give Skyline any hope here in this fourth quarter. You have dominated this game through the first 3 quarters. Do the same here in the fourth and finish this game strong. And another offensive foul called here off of an illegal screen. This one called on Lee Seck as we are going back the other way. Huron back with the ball. Been a lot of illegal screens called here tonight. Ref's not letting any of that go on this evening. Mack pushing the ball back up the court as he looks to get his team back up by 20, and he is trying to get to the rack, but good defense there by Seck. Down with the rock now, and he's going to cross him up. Huron looking a little stagnant on offense on that possession right there, and it's going to cost them as Lee Seck goes in for the easy flush, making it a 16-point game. Oh, but Mack brings them right back as he drives into the cup to make up for that last failed possession as he puts them back up by 18 with another deuce from the Alpha Dog. All right, Skyline back on the other end. Gonna kick it out. And Rademacher's shot is going to be off the mark. Back come the River Rats. Dom bringing it up, and he's gonna kick it to Mack. Mack will kick it to Kiefer. Kiefer at the top of the wing. He's gonna bring it back out and give it to Mack at the top, and he'll swing it over to Sydney. Sydney looking for a man off the pick and pop, nothing there. So Huron's gonna continue to work it around, looking for a good shot. Very patient basketball right there. And they are rewarded with a rebound, an offensive rebound by Caleb Brown. Beautiful offensive execution there. Beautiful patience by Huron. And that's all they need to do to finish this one out. Show patience on offense and close this bad boy out and go to 5-0 in conference play. All right, here comes Huron again. Another wide open look for Kiefer. Got him, coach. Got him, coach. Kiefer with his 4th three-pointer of the night. Jay Swifty showing off the range with another 3-ball, and they now have a 23-point lead. And folks, I'm gonna go ahead and call the ball dot game. When you hear the ball dot game, that means it is officially a wrap. Huron is going to go ahead and close this one out with this 23-point lead, and it's because of the way that they have played on defense and the aggressiveness from Mack Moore and the way his teammates have been following his lead on this night, knowing this is a very important game in conference play. Middle of January, folks. High school basketball is about to heat up. I don't care that it's 15 degrees outside. Come on inside into these gyms, man, because this is where it's going down. This is where it's heating up. These kids out here, playing the game that they love and doing it to the best of their capability, and you just gotta love good basketball at this stage right here. I'm absolutely loving it, even though it's a 23-point lead right now for the River Rats. I'm still seeing good basketball out here, and Huron is definitely showing why they moved all the way up to number 13 in the state rankings, because they are clearly one of the hottest teams in the state, the way that they have played during this 5-game winning streak. So this is going to go down as another big win for the River Rats. 5:33 to finish out here in the fourth. 45-68 is your score. All right, Skyline just wants to finish this one out, man, and just get some momentum. Work on your plays. Work on your execution. Another steal by Huron, not letting up. Huron is not letting up, even though they're up by 23 points. Mack is still in the game. Kiefer again. Oh, I was about to say. Kiefer again with a heat check right there. It's off the mark. Skyline comes down with the rebound, and they are coming back the other way, and they're looking for a 3-ball of their own. And Jake Rademacher is going to come through and deliver once again. He's definitely up there on the point total list the way he's been balling this evening. Still a 20-point deficit for Skyline as Huron looks to close this one out. Like I said, folks, just be patient. Be patient on offense. Wait for a good shot to open up. There's no need, no reason to be in a rush here. Milk that clock, get out of here injury-free. Get out of here with your 6th consecutive win. Mack with a nice pass to Kiefer again. That one's off the mark. And Skyline comes down with that rebound. Nice rebound by Silkworth right there. He is definitely using his wingspan to his advantage this evening. And they come back the other way, and it's Rademacher again with the layup. 50-68 as we reach the midway point of the fourth quarter. Huron in full control. Oh, Mack getting triple teamed. Oh, that was a foul right there. The ref missed. Oh, but Kiefer with the steal. Mack with the layup. Gets it right back. That's how that basketball karma works, folks. You don't get the foul call that you should have gotten, but you automatically get a steal out of it, and then you get the bucket come right back your way. That's how it works, folks. Always keep your head in the game. All right, Huron in full control, coming back up. Woo, Morning with a slick pass to Kiefer. Hey, pull. He has got the green light. You go ahead and pull, Jay Swift. You go ahead and pull, Jay Swift. That boy is on fire this evening. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's his 5th three-pointer of the night. 73-50, back to a 23-point lead for the River Rats. All right, and it looks like Coach Kasham is going to go ahead and empty the bench, bringing his starters out. Like I said, folks, just finish this one out. Get out of here injury-free. You handled your business trip. Now get out of here injury-free and let some of these younger players get a little bit of shine. Let them get a little bit of experience with just over 3 minutes to go. We're still going to call this game like it's a 2-point game, folks. You know how we do here on SPSN. All right, we got a 7-3-50 game. Just over 3 minutes to play. Coach Kasham has called off the troops. He's taking all of his starters off. Look at Silkworth. Oh, that's not your game, young man. Silkworth has been doing work in the paint all night, but he just tried to show off the long-range game right there, and it's not there, young buck. You got to go ahead and get some more shots up in practice before you try to expand your game like that. Huron back with the ball. We got the young bucks in here, getting some shine, getting some run. Kiefer's still in the game, by the way. Oh, and he's still pulling. He's still pulling. He's still pulling. Kiefer is still out here pulling. What is going on? Him and Mac Moore doing the chest bump right there. That boy Kiefer is on fire with another 3-ball, 76-50 with just over 2:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. And now Huron is just showing off, folks. Huron is just absolutely showing off with a 26-point lead. Supposed to be a battle between first and second place in the division. Two teams coming in with winning streaks, but Huron is showing that they are the superior team here in the Southeastern Red Division. Matt Moore has had an excellent game, but Jaden Kiefer might have stolen his MVP status away with all of the three-pointers that he has been shooting tonight. Skyline comes down and gets another bucket. Lee Seck with a nice look inside the paint. Still a 24-point game, though. This one is definitely in hand. Huron just working the offense. Sydney still in the game. Pretty much the leader out there with the young guns. Sydney going in, trying to get himself a bucket. He's off the mark though with the mid-range floater. Back comes Skyline, trying to get another three ball. Just to finish strong here, and Rademacher again. His point total's got to be crazy tonight too. 55-76 to score, less than 2 minutes to play. Skyline getting called for the defensive foul. That one's going to be on Rademacher. And Skyline is going to go ahead and empty their bench. With less than 2 minutes to play, this one well in hand. 21-point lead for the River Rats. Now we're going to go ahead and let these young guns go ahead and get some shine. Huron, though, oh, yep, got to call that foul right there. King trying to drive back out to the top of the key, but he's going to be fouled. That is the third team foul of this quarter. No need to worry about getting into the bonus. Everybody, let's just finish this one out injury-free. Finish this one out injury-free as the Young Bucks go in here and try to get some run. King and Sydney both still in the game, though. Sydney leading the action out there, and he's going to kick it out off the missed three-pointer. King with the offensive rebound, though. How about that? Joe Knutson getting in on the score sheet, getting in on the box score. 78-55, Huron on top, less than a minute to play. Oh, almost got away with the travel there. Shuffled those feet a little bit, but no call from the ref. Skyline continues to play, and they go in for the layup, but Sydney is there for the block. Transition ball for the Rats, and it's gonna be Brandon Willis finishing off the transition bucket. And we have a stop in the action. Looks like Coach Kasham is getting in 2 more players as he brings Sydney and King out. So now his full rotation is on the bench, and we've got all of the young guns in the game just getting their last little bit of experience. Skyline running their offense, looking for a good shot. There you go, get those reps in, young guns. Get those reps in, number 10. With a nice shot there, but it's off the mark. That is Parker Miller, by the way. And Huron is gonna dribble this one out as we tick down the final seconds, and it is a final 80-55. Huron getting the win over Skyline to keep their 5-game winning streak extended to 6, while also maintaining first place in the Southeastern Red Division with a 5-0 record. 6 straight wins for Huron as they come away with an 80-55 victory. You are watching SPSN, where we show your game, and we'll be right back.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
to Skyline High School, where the Huron River Rats take care of business on their business trip here to Skyline, their crosstown rival in a battle of first and second place in the Southeastern Red Division, and Huron coming out being the team that extends their winning streak to 6, a huge 80-55 victory for the River Rats, led by Mac Moore, who was aggressive from the outset, and it was Jaden Kiefer coming through with about 6 or 7 three-pointers. Full team effort for the River Rats as they keep their winning streak going. These boys have been balling, and that's why they're climbing in the state rankings. And, of course, they're going to try to keep this momentum going with their next game at Monroe. So that's what we have here from Skyline High School. And before we get out of here, folks, I definitely want to give a shout-out to our awesome team here at SPSN who was able to show you our game. We got Kevin, the mayor, Kevin Bryant as our director, Cam on as our technical director, and then we got Connor who was coming through with the graphics. We got Tom on one camera, Bill on camera 2, and of course Jeff Bennett down on the floor, and then your boy JB Ricks here to hold it down for this matchup. I hope you all enjoyed this one. It was definitely a fun one from beginning to end. For JB Ricks, for our entire team here at SPSN, I want to say thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, because we are just getting started here in 2025, folks, where we are going to show your game here on SPSN. Until then, we'll see you for the next broadcast.